Thanks, Anita. Hi, I'm Steven Jackson. I'm the CTO of EMS Consulting. So I'm going to start out. I'm going to be playing Molly here. I've just gotten back from the doctor, and while I was at the doctor, I received my secure credentials to go ahead and log in to the site. This is the first time Molly has logged in, and we can see here I'm directed to the profile page. On the left side of the screen, I've got some basic information about me. That information originated from the EMR system. So when Molly became a patient, her information was entered into the EMR, and that information trickled down here into the patient engagement portal. That's where that information came from. So on the right side of the screen, we see her team of caregivers. We've got Heather, who's a pharmacist, Jana, primary medical doctor, Jenny, who's a primary caregiver, and because this is a high-risk pregnancy, we've got Mark, who's the dietitian. When Molly was at the doctor, she was provided a wireless glucometer. That glucometer is connected to her smartphone. The smartphone then uploads all of her blood sugar test results to the system for her primary caregiver. Now that's Jenny. Jenny's going to be the primary one who's going to be monitoring Molly's results. So now we're going to go ahead and move forward about halfway through the pregnancy. Now keep in mind the glucometer's been collecting the blood sugar information and uploading it to the system throughout the life of the pregnancy. And we also have Molly who's been entering in her activity, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at that information now. Now we're on Molly's homepage. This homepage is the personal health account page, and Molly's got information here that's specific to her and her condition of a high-risk pregnancy, and this information has been chosen so that Molly can be an active participant in her care. Let's go ahead and take a look at the information on this page. Now what we're seeing here is information that's represented in two different formats. We've got some graphical information here, and we also have information represented in a table format. So if we look at the glucose and weight levels, we can see that we have a chart that has the blood glucose, which has been uploaded automatically by the glucometer, and we have her weight. So Molly's been inputting her weight along the way with her pregnancy, and that information is then reflected in a real-time manner for not only Molly to look at, but also anybody such as her caregiver can take a look at that information. If we look right below the glucose and weight levels, we can see the recent activity. Now this information is specific to exercise in this case. Molly has been entering the information manually, and now we have a running chart of what she's been doing and her vitals along the way. And again, because Jenny is her caregiver, when Jenny logs in, and we'll see that a little bit later, she'll see the same information, and it's private information between Molly and her caregivers. So to the left of the glucose and the weight levels, we have a table that represents Molly's visits to the doctor with some pertinent information in the table that we can quickly view. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top part of the page now, and we can view the payment history of Molly. One of the key components of Web Center Portal is Web Center Universal Content Management. Web Center Universal Content Management, or UCM, provides the ability to store any type of content, such as a PDF or an image or an Office document. Once that's in the system, then that allows you to seamlessly present that document through Web Center Portal. Now let's go ahead and take a look at an invoice that was uploaded to the system that's stored in UCM. So when I click on the invoice link, it automatically downloaded the document from UCM and opened it up in Word and presented it to me so that I could preview the document that's stored in the system. We'll go ahead and close that. Close my downloads. While we're logged in as Molly, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the collaboration part. So let's go ahead and go into the blog section. So in the blog section, what you can do is you can actually subscribe to blogs, you can view information, read blogs from others, and you can actually create your own posts. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now I already have information on my clipboard, so I'm just going to go ahead and paste that in there. And this is information about blood sugar. So I'm just going to call this blood sugar. Go ahead and create it. Now we can see that immediately my post is automatically available to others that are on the blog. Next, let's take a look at the feed section. What the feed section is, it's a compilation of RSS feeds. These are currently the feeds that Molly is subscribed to. So obviously, her being a high-risk pregnancy, she's going to want to take a look at RSS feeds that are relevant to pregnancy and high-risk pregnancy. So what we can do is go ahead and take a look at one of the links here. It opens up a new tab. We can go ahead and read the article, and that's RSS feeds. Lastly, let's take a look at the forums. The forums are just that. They're topics of conversation that can be created by Molly or can be created by people that she's connected to. So she can read or she can create her own topics. So let's go ahead and go into one. So Molly has posted a question about exercise, and Jenny from her care team has provided a comment to her. So what we can do is we can go ahead and reply to the topic, and we can say, we can go ahead and scroll down and see that her post has taken effect and that it's already there. Also, if she wanted to watch a topic, so if she wanted to be notified when somebody did post something, that she can do that and be notified, so she can go in right away and read any posts that were put on that forum topic. So that was a view of Molly and her view into the portal as a patient. So now what we're going to do is log out of Molly. We're going to log in as Jenny, one of her primary caregivers, and we're going to see her perspective of the portal and the different things that she sees and what she can do. Let's log in as Jenny. Now I'm logged in as Jenny, caregiver, and we can see that my homepage is much different than what Molly's homepage was. So I can come in, I can read my emails from here directly from my email account, I can see announcements from the organization, and then if I have any patient questions, I can answer them directly here. Now as Jenny, we're going to go ahead and go into the patient dashboard. Now in Jenny's patient dashboard, the view that she has is much different than what Molly had as a patient. Jenny has access in one location on one page to see all of her patients. So let's take a look down here at some of the differences. So we can see that Jenny can see Molly's contact information, her phone number, where she lives, email address, her test results, and also the glucose and the weight levels, which is being pretty much managed by Molly, is providing the same view that Jenny has to all of Molly's care team. We can also see drug allergies, we can see scanned images. Now these scanned images are the exact same location in Universal Content Management, UCM, as the invoice. So let's go ahead and bring one up. So here we can see one of her sonograms. Now let's go back to the patient dashboard and take a look at some of the specifics of Molly's data. So as Jenny looking at Molly's dashboard, we can tell from the graph that Molly's glucose levels are slightly trending higher. And remember, this is the glucose data that was sent wirelessly from the glucometer. So Jenny is going ahead to go and confer with dietitian Brad and Dr. Brittany on Molly's vitals and progress. Brittany writes a prescription for the supplements and recommends more glucose readings throughout the day. Her dietitian recommends more fiber and 5 meals throughout the day. Jenny sends a detailed email with these recommendations. In addition, I'm going to go ahead and send a text message to Molly letting her know that I'm sending her a very important email. Due to the demo conditions, I'm going to put a real phone number in here because it's going to send a real text message. I'm going to let her know that a prescription has been sent to her preferred pharmacy. So here what we're able to show is that the patient engagement means engaging on any communication channel. So it's not just portal, could be a smartphone app, could be text, email, IM, pretty much any form of communication that's available. Leslie, who was the pharmacist, has now been apprised of Molly's high-risk profile, suggests another collaboration of websites, patients like me, that Molly might be interested in, or that Molly can add to her engagement portal. At the end of our patient engagement, we have a successful outcome. We have a healthy baby born. 5 weeks later, Molly delivers a healthy baby girl, Samantha, 6 pounds 8 ounces at term. So what are the results? We have a happy mother and family, no ongoing health issues, and a potential cost savings of $15,000 to $45,000. That now concludes the demonstration. I'd like to turn it over to Gene Prater. Thank you, everybody.